Hi guys, welcome back. I'm gonna do a little tox facial because, I'm feeling a little, I don't know, like I need some tox facial. I like the way it looks on my skin, um, kind of like the way it feels. So I've mixed up tox, hyaluron, Curanex, peptides, and SDNA. And I'm going in at speed 5 at 0.75, and we're just gonna keep it wet. It's very important. Keep everything wet. Keep everything moving. What else can I tell you? I do this like probably about every 3 weeks, just because I really love the way it really smooths my skin. Well, the Curanex is a new add-on for me. I usually just do the Tox, which I do about 30 units of Tox. I know that's a lot, but I feel like, I'm worth it. So I don't have a problem. And again, I'm only at 0.75, so I don't bleed at this level. I get red, but I don't bleed. I will in like 2 days get a really good peel, and then my skin will literally look and feel amazing for a few weeks. And I just did a big meso, and so I'm coming over like literally an hour ago. I did the meso, so I'm actually breaking it up with this and helping it, I think, that moisture go spreading out better. So yeah, I get everything. If it starts to feel dry, re-wet it, because you don't want anything dragging. And yeah, I go way all up into my lids, because this is my crepey area. And yeah, on that bone, it does hurt. The rest of it doesn't. And I don't numb for this at all. And you don't really want the tox to get in your eyes, so if I feel anything dripping, I get it immediately out of there. I don't know what's gonna happen, but in my mind, it feels like a bad idea for it to drip in there. So, I don't let it. And I tend to go over areas multiple times, so like I do my one run through of everything. I love to get this, like, smash that nose. Get all up into these lines. And at this length, the needles, it really literally doesn't feel like anything. Well, okay. Feels like feels like someone's scratching you, but not in the worst way. I mean, I've been scratched in much worse ways, but, that's why I'm divorced. But we won't talk about all that. No, actually not, because he was a wonderful man, and so that's mean and unkind, and I don't like to be that, because he was never anything but a sweetheart. Yeah, get everywhere. If it's skin, zing it. And like I said, I like to come back over my problem areas multiple times while it's still wet. And everybody has different problem areas, so you know yours. And my lips, I will literally go over like 4 or 5 times. just because I like that I like the swollenness for the day. And since I'm meeting people out for dinner tonight, a little swollen won't kill me. What was that we used to say back in the 90s? That bee stung look? I'll take it. Now I will say that for most of my lips, I will increase to 1 at the end. You know, this is supposed to be cosmetic, so I'm not going in really deep anywhere else. Because next week I'm going to do my 3rd, and this time I'm doing a 30% TCA, so I'm just doing this light so that I can still get the 3rd, because I'm due for my 3rd in the series. And so far I've loved the results. So I'm thinking 3 I might like even better. Don't you love that sound of a little gurgle gurgle? I feel like I'm getting a tattoo. So aside from that, as you can see, I do like to go over and over and constantly add more. And after I'm done with this, I'm going to go sit under my red LED for about a half an hour. And then I'll get ready to go out and all of that good stuff. You know what? I'm going to increase to 1 now, because I feel like I want to go a little higher. There we go. Nope, maybe even a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Oh my, yeah. There we are. I can't handle too much on the forehead because I have no meat there. And it gets just bouncing off that bone. And I don't love that. And I don't know about you guys, but I am convinced that the fact that I microneedle my lips so often is how, even though I use a ridiculous amount of fillers in my lips, I'm still not getting that blurred line. I'm still keeping, and the fact that I literally put so many, I must put a new set of threads in my lips once every other week, but I am convinced that I get like right up onto my little tragus here, because, you know, this is a giveaway, that little, where your face meets your ear. Like, I don't neglect that. I come in and I get right up onto that little point. Because it is, and I come up here, because it's all attached, so I don't want it to be like, oh, look how great the face looks, and oh, what happened to his ears? Are they not attached? Obviously, I'm going to go in a lot more on here. Any place I feel like I have lines or anything that I'm not in love with, I kind of like to do more, because why wouldn't we? Let me add a little more. Well, actually, let's go and do this side, just in case we run out of product. I want to make sure all the important areas are covered first. That Q-tip, like, literally just went right up my nose. So if I can't breathe or I can't smell anything, it's because I have Botox nose. I don't know if that's a thing, but maybe we'll make it a thing. And I don't know, but I did my last set of lip fillers last week, and I went in with the Noramis Light and Noramis Volume, and I just feel like my lips finally are at that place where they look natural yet full, like, well, let's face it, I have like no lips whatsoever. Never did. So for me, natural is zero lip, but I just feel like they look really good and not like that whole, hi, I look like a baboon's ass. That does not work for me. I just don't see me walking around the streets looking like that girl, because, you know, she is trying way too hard for me. I ain't trying hard. Well, obviously we know I am trying hard, but I ain't trying to look like I'm trying hard. I'm trying to look effortless, so that's why I try to keep everything, even like my cog lift last week. I snatched everything to where I wanted it, but I didn't snatch it to that scary, so unnatural look. I figure I can work my way up to that. Like, I'm the kind of guy I want to sneak attack you into it, so I will do this. I did the first minor lift, and then I did a little bit more this time, and maybe like 3 sets of cogs from now, then I'll really just yank everything. But I just don't want to look snatched beyond. I feel like I've already got very sharp, sort of almost harsh features to start with, so I don't feel like I need to make it like look rock hard. I kind of, on me, like a softer look. Oh my god, that gurgling sound is gross. But, you know, so yeah, this is how I do. And I will go back over everything one more time, like the entire face. Because, you know, if a little's good, a lot is better. And then I'm gonna put on, I'm not gonna put anything on. I'm gonna leave this concoction on and go under my LED, because I like this to stay on for 2-3 hours, because I feel like it just, you know, when it dries down in there, it does a lot of its work then too. So yeah, I won't literally, we're starting to feel real super scratchy now, so it's probably almost time to stick a pin in this one for the day, because I don't want to look like, yeah, I'm redding up really good. Oh, I love that. We'll do the lips another time or two. Yeah, I don't want to look like a bad sunburn today. I'm having dinner with my, with one of my co-workers and, his judgy husband, so I don't, you know, let's not give him anything to talk about. Because, you know, girl, people like to chat. People like to pick on pretty people. Ooh, yes, that is a Tox facial. Alright, love muffins, nothing else is gonna happen now. I'm not gonna wipe anything off for at least 3 hours. Like I said, I'm gonna go under the LED. I used a 36 pin, and at this point, we're on 1.5, because I jumped right over 1. So much for my light cosmetic. As you can see, I'm starting to bleed a little bit on my nose. It's funny that I don't really bleed a lot from this. I almost wish I did, because I feel like when you do, you're getting more penetration. But, you know, I know it's not true. The esthetician in me knows that's not true. But the results-driven queen in me is like, bleed! Because then it's almost like a vampire facial. Which is my next purchase. I'm going to get myself that little platelet separating centrifuge and start doing my own platelet transfusion stuff in my skin. Girl, I've been researching that. That looks so cute. So, that I think is going to be the next toy in my arsenal of toys. Yeah, I know. I said I was going to stop 5 minutes ago, and yet I keep going. Because I'm that idiot. Alright, my love muffins. I will see you for our next video, which, I guess, let me think what that's going to be. Oh, that's going to be our 30% TCA hardcore. I want that burnt to death peel. So, yes. I will see you all later, my loves. Bye. Stay beautiful.